Hi guys, welcome to the Wealth Startup channel. We're a video book channel showcasing the topics about make money online with internet marketing. Please click the subscribe button to empower us to continue making more video books. Today's video book continues with the topic, Email Marketing for Beginners, the best email marketing course. In this video, we're going to talk about Lesson 4, Create and Feature Top-Notch List Incentives. If you missed the last video, please click the link in the description to watch it later on, so that you'll have a full picture of understanding. If you also want to have the text version of this video book, you can refer to the download instructions that's stated in the description. Okay, let's get started. Lesson 4. Create and feature top-notch list incentives. Now that you know what incentives you may provide for your list, the next step is to devise incentives that'll position your list for success. There are two approaches to this. As I indicated in step number 3, you can simply look through the list of incentives and select the ones that work best with your specific traffic source. The alternatives is just to follow your rival's lead. Take note of their incentives, reverse engineer the incentives of your competition. Begin with the most common incentive kind by subscribing to your rival's email lists. Get a hold of a copy of their incentives. Examine their materials thoroughly. Try to figure out what their strong points are and what their weak parts are. Create something better by providing the same strong qualities while avoiding any of the poor elements. Let's be honest, even if your rival's incentives are tight and excellent, there's always opportunity for improvement. Determine these issues and come up with a better solution. Keep in mind that there are two ways to play this. You can make something that is objectively better or something that is believed to be better. Whatever the case may be, it must be improved. How can you create a better incentive? This is the question that begs to be answered. Now that we've established that we must devise an incentive that either outperforms the competition or is considered to be superior, how do we go about doing so? Here are some suggestions. First, you can provide a thorough inducement. In other words, if you investigate your rival's motivations, you may discover that they're withholding certain bits of information. They might be providing very basic information. If you created an all-inclusive reward, you will be head and shoulders above your competition. Word may spread that the incentive you provide actually solves the problem that your target clients are experiencing in a comprehensive manner. Another option you may use is to just provide more material. For example, if your main competition is providing a free booklet with 10 answers to potential list members' concerns, provide a booklet with 20, 30, or even 50 solutions. The idea here is to create an incentive that on the surface appears to be so far greater that people are compelled to sign up for it. Don't just go with double your opponent. Blow them out of the water at 5:1 or 10:1 ratio. If the industry standard is to provide 10 solutions, provide 50 or even 100. People, whether they like it or not, prefer to associate lengthier items with greater value items. Of course, you and I both know that this isn't always the case. But there's that mental prejudice. Alternatively, you may provide a more appealing inducement. For example, the industry standard in your area may include extremely complex or jargon-filled papers for a wide range of items. When you read this, it appears like you need to be a brain surgeon or a rocket scientist to make heads or tails of these things. What if you could create an incentive that is written in simple 8th grade English and actually hooks people emotionally? Your reward will outperform everyone else's because it is more accessible and easier to absorb. What good is an ostensibly full incentive if it's written in ancient Greek? Do you see where I'm going with this? Concentrate on involvement. Understand that the people who will download your incentives are real individuals with genuine difficulties. Begin there. Finally, you may provide the same industry standard reward as your rivals, but package it better. When consumers read the same material but it's prepared in a great PDF with lots of useful photos and everything is stated in a well-spaced, well-formatted fashion, don't be shocked if they think you have a greater incentive. It turns out that you're both providing the identical information. The only difference is that you presented information in a more accessible, simpler to comprehend, and most importantly, simpler to act upon manner. Reverse engineer the squeeze pages of your competitors. After you've reverse engineered your rival's incentives, the next step is to create a better page to give that incentive away. Again, your competition research will come in help here. You must create squeeze pages that'll blow everyone else out of the water. How do you go about doing this? You may, however, create a superior design. Perhaps everyone uses the same basic design. You may start there, but add additional aspects to encourage people to interact with your page more. Examine how your rivals' squeeze pages concentrate, convey and position their incentive. Is there something they're overlooking? Do they forget to emphasize specific points? Perhaps they're simply presuming that those who land on the squeeze page will desire the incentive. Create a squeeze page that puts a brighter and more efficient spotlight on your offer. Finally, you may reverse engineer your rival squeeze pages so that the value propositions this page offers is apparent. You must keep in mind that people are always wondering, what's in it for me? You must give a clear and concise solution to the inquiry. The value proposition you present must be strong enough for consumers to leave their email addresses. Make sure you do this. Based on my many years of list marketing experience, I can tell you that the great majority of list marketers make the mistake of assuming that when people join up for their list, they would truly appreciate the updates. This is why the majority of list marketers fail. This is not something you can assume. As I previously stated, a certain number of your visitors will be list squatters. If you're not careful, this proportion will rise until it constitutes the bulk of your list. You must underline the importance of the updates on your list. You must do this just before they sign up by placing such content on the squeeze page. You must also do this on the confirmation page that they get. You should inform them that they will receive the pamphlet, template, book, or whatever reward you're providing, but they will also receive highly important updates. You might want to spend some time emphasizing the benefit these improvements will bring to your list members' lives. If you don't do this, you'll end up with a list full of squatters. Worse, individuals may be startled that you're sending updates and may mistake your emails for spam. You probably don't need me to explain why this is terrible news. Do yourself a favor and underline the importance of list updates because this is the main reason you're giving out incentives in the first place. By being overly focused on the reward you're providing, you wind up hurting the success of your list. Make a point of keeping your priorities straight. Otherwise, your list marketing company may fail sooner or later. Set up a two-step list recruitment. Many list marketers believe that the more individuals who sign up for the list, the better. I'm telling you, the more the merrier concept doesn't work in the list marketing. In many circumstances, having a smaller list of squatters or indifferent people will net you a lot more money than having a large list of squatters or uninterested individuals. You must ensure that only individuals who are genuinely interested in the value of your updates join and remain on your list. Creating a two-step list recruiting setup is a really effective approach to do this. Many list marketers design their lead capture websites such that when you load them, all you have to do is input your email address and name and hit the submit button. That's all there is to it. You will receive an automatic confirmation and will be added to their list. The confirmation page will generally include a download link to the reward you signed up for. This will be a concern since it would attract curious people. This may entice folks who aren't very interested but are intrigued by the potential incentive. In other words, you run the danger of drawing the wrong kind of attention. You must configure your list such that the prospect must click a button to access the form. The extra step eliminates those who are only curious. Your form catches the attention of more motivated individuals. They must read an advertisement or content that explains the potential and benefits of your list. They then go to the squeeze page form by clicking through. In other words, you qualify them before adding them to your mailing list. In any case, if you do it correctly, your form should mention the advantages of joining a mailing list. The two-step procedure can help you eliminate curiosity seekers while also increasing the likelihood that those who sign up for your list will read your updates. Email marketing in the 21st century. A two-step email recruiting procedure is used in modern email marketing. People that go through the email form are effectively requesting to opt in after learning about the incentives. In other words, they already know what they stand to gain. They want to get to know you and build their relationship with you. They want you to grant them permission to continue speaking with them. Using the two-step method is less daunting, and it also gives them the idea that they're in charge. It is entirely up to them whether or not to go to the form. Another significant advantage of contemporary email marketing's two-step email registration procedure is the ability to give different incentives at various areas of your blog page. When users see your material, they will see different advertising for various lists. When they read the ad, they learn about the value that the list may provide and then click on to join that list. Because you can classify people based on their interests, you get a lot of control over your email list. People with varying requirements might sign up for separate lists. This segmented email marketing strategy may result in greater conversion rates. Instead of just throwing everyone who is interested in a wide range of problems linked to your specialization on a single broad mailing list, you end up with a highly curated list that speaks to distinct challenges. You may then give laser-targeted solutions to each of these people and walk away with higher conversion rates. That's the end of this video. If you also want to have the text version of this video book, you can refer to the download instructions that's stated in the description. The next upcoming video will be talking about Lesson 5, Choose Your Email between updates and pre-scheduled mails. See you in the next video. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.